Hi, I'm going to demonstrate iGardenteer. I primarily served as the technical lead. The graphics were designed by Briana Goldberg. Maky Afework conducted the research on the sustainability and economical as well as environmental impact of the application. Finally, the user research was conducted by Densil and Innis. All of us are students at the University of Baltimore. I'm just going to go through the application. So here's the splash screen right here. So the user would potentially type in their username and password. And of course right now I'm clicking, but on the iPhone you would obviously be tapping. So then it asks you if you would like to use your current location. And then based on if you say okay, the locations, or rather the community garden groups that are in your particular area show up on the first page. Let's say I wanted to choose homeless helpers. So I would go ahead through, I would look at the description, the location, the community focus. I would request the membership. And then right here, very similar, I would say, to Facebook, it lets you know that you have a pending request that's pending approval, and then you have how many requests that you have towards you of people who are trying to invite you to their community group. So then it notifies you that Homeless Helpers has approved your request, so you can either choose to visit later to go back to the main page, or you can go to the page. Now there's more specific information given about the garden group, and the way that we set this up, we did it so you have to be approved, you know, to kind of as a safety measure, so less people would have access to your home, and for you to actually review people's profiles, which I will go through, and determine whether or not you would be a good fit for their group. So then you can view special events, you see the tabs here, and a message board. So you can actually post messages, so that's a part of the social networking aspect. You also have a profile, and it just goes over, so whenever you send a request to join a group, the group moderator can actually take a look at your credentials, what you do, a little bit why you want to volunteer in their community garden, and you can determine whether or not they're a good fit. You can perform a search, and you can do where can you volunteer, and then you can search by location. Okay, so another thing you can do, you have a map view, and very similar to several other iPhone apps that actually use the location feature, a map comes up that actually marks where individual gardens are in the area. Then hours, you can actually log how many hours you spent volunteering. And then lastly, you have privacy settings, so you can determine whether or not your profile will be available to all, whether or not you want to show your email address. So that's pretty much the whole premise of it. Again, this is iGardenteer. It was a prototype created using HTML and CSS. So my particular role in this project, I was the technical lead, so I did a lot of the HTML and CSS to set this up and to link everything up and to tie everything together. And also I did a lot of the interaction design, just basically designing what would be an efficient interface to actually make people be able to use the application quickly and as easily as possible, and just basically to connect people to one another. So thank you very much for your time, and if you have any additional questions, you can email me at Courtney at Courtney and Coleman.net. All right, thank you.